Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. Getting the nod on the mound, Colin Ray. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8-ball.
Ball.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. The Cubs looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn. And that one lifted in the air center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And probably their most productive player so far this year, Brendan Donovan.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. And we're back. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Mikolas.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
In half up to hit. And he hits a ground ball right side. Donovan. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup.
The right fielder.
And one guy who's been great for them, Seiya Suzuki.
He's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. In fact, in the top 5 in homers in the National Leagues. Not missing many pitches. And I tell you what, when he gets his pitch, he goes a long way. Make sure you don't sleep on this guy if you're the pitcher.
Kyle Tucker in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
On the ground right side. Sends it to first, and Tucker is retired.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
2 down, base is empty. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. This one in the air. Contreras settles under this one. He's got it, and that'll do it. Through an inning, no score here on the show. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Top of the second, and here is Wilson Contreras. Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and deals. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
2-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one is upstairs. Pedro Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. We didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. The Cards leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here at Wrigley Field, and the batter now, Michael Busch.
First baseman, Michael Busch.
Michaelis back to work. Late swing, foul to the left. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here. But once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit, takes outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Drilled out towards left center field. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His 9th homer of the year. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. He's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Swanson digs in.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch is outside.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swung on, belted. Nootbaar drop step going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Batting 7, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. In the air, right field, Burleson. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's Nico Warner. This one in the air. Donovan hauls it in to end the inning. Cubs had 2 on this homer, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Popped up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So the lineup flips over. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. And a strike. This to third. In time to Bush. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now here is Ian Happ. Foul ball there. Michaelis throws to first. Shaw back on a dive. Michaelis, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just misses with that one.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Double play ball to second. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. So here's Kyle Tucker now, grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
Inside. That's a ball.
Tucker with another scorching run of play lately. That's out to center field. Scott should have this one. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So digging in, Seiya Suzuki.
The designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Shaw at third with 2 away. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Scott under it. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Back here at the friendly confines as we go to the top of the 4th. Now, Mason Wynn. And that is out of play. Wynn, 22 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. One out, bases empty. Not close with that one, and that is ball one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ripped on the ground to second, gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Doubled his first time.
Contreras.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swing and a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Now batting.
Here's Nolan Gorman. He's 0 for 1.
Gorman.
And a big swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, left side. Pat settles underneath it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
First baseman, Michael Busch.
Ripped to right. Makes the grab, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Fly to left his first time.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. It's going to fall for a hit. They extend their lead as the runner scrolls from second. It's an RBI single. It's 3-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Flied to right his first time. That one fouled off. Swanson stands at first with 1 out. Lifted in the air, right center field. Scott on the move to the alley. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now. So a man aboard, and up next for Chicago, Nico Horner. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out there, and that ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ray back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Next one misses, ball 2. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Pages takes low, 2nd trip to the plate in this one. Tap foul at the plate. Ray ready to fire now. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Pat snags it for the 2nd out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Scott, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. The Cardinals trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th.
1-1.
This one in the dirt. Goes to 2nd. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. That one missing inside. Fastball for a strike. And it's 2-2. Runner at 2nd, 2 down. And now it's filled up. Brendan Donovan up next for the Cardinals. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Squeezes it, and that is that. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2nd baseman, Nico Hoerner. On the ground. Oh, nice play to first. And they get the out.
I know they called Ozzie Smith the wizard, but Nolan Arenado, he's a wizard over there at the hot corner. Seems like we see him make plays like this on a daily basis.
Now the 3rd baseman, Matt Shaw. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Shaw with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Now a fly ball to right center. Burleson makes the grab for the 2nd out. Ian Happ digs in now, has grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Scott moving back for this one. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Wrigley Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Mason Wynn. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next offering misses. 1-1.
1-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. This one in the air, right field. And it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now here is Alec Burleson. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Now batter, the 1st baseman, Wilson.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. having a lot more success on the road this season. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Gorman in the box
0-1.
again, takes a strike. That one misses, and that's ball 1. And that's fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand,
here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Colin Ray gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Brad Keller. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Keller.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Win over at second. Burleson on at first with 2 down. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Now the batter now, Lars Nootbaar, and that one fouled off. Center field, Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Matz.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
Ground ball right side. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 0-2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That misses.
1-2.
Going to count 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. John King up and loosening in the pen. Romero also throwing. Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there
Now
for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him swinging. Cubs are down quietly as the lead remains 3-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Cubs.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Drew Pomeranz. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Pomeranz.
Pedro Pajes now at the plate.
The catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And that one is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's inside.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The next pitch misses. Full count now.
Count's full.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Got him. And now 1 away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Donovan stands in now and watches strike 1. And ball 1.
Ball.
2 out,
1 ball,
space
1
is
strike.
empty. In the air on the infield, Pomeranz brings it in for the 3rd out. Redbirds down. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
That's ripped. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Dansby Swanson stands in. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Line drive. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly.
The catcher, Carson Kelly.
Breaking ball inside. 1-0.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
1-1.
Crow Armstrong takes his lead at 3rd with 1 away. And that one missing low.
2-1. Three-one. 2-1.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. And the 3-1. And ball 4 to a board.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with the quick free pass.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Nico Horner will come up to hit. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they're up by 3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And now it's going to be Matt Shaw. 1 for 2.
Hey-ha!
In the dirt.
0 balls, 1 strike.
1 run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's even
That's
up.
the ball.
Two outs. Swings and misses. He swung over top of the curveball. A run, a hit, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Chicago
and a new
Cubs.
arm of the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Porter
37.
Hodge.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Mason Wynn.
And a foul ball. And now the 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
In the air, center field. And a couple of quick outs. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
The first baseman.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And the first offering is not close. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting.
Now batting.
So, man aboard, Nolan Gorman. Next up for the Cardinals. Right through there for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses across the first, and that is the inning. The Cards leave 1. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, JoJo Romero.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
And it's fouled away. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 0-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Scott moving under this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Kyle Tucker. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a pop-up. Win. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated
Next
hitter.
is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. That one's upstairs, ball one. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Burleson sizes this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Daniel Palencia.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here comes the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That four-door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Newbar batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. The Cubbies leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. And that's a base hit. So a man at first. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Inside, just missed. Man at first, 1 away. And that one pulled foul. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
There's one on the first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, he had a chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Now it's going to be Victor Scott. Inside, just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
This one in the air. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take the series opener here at home.
I always loved playing 4th of July games at home. There's so much energy in the ballpark, the red, white, and blue everywhere. And when you get a win, you feel like you did something special. Now it's off to get showered and changed and enjoy these fireworks.
4-1 the final here today. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.